Hi, I'm Dan Hernandez. I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of Sport Fishing. But today we're back aboard the Dolphin II. We're fishing about 70 miles offshore San Diego, and we got tuna going. We got a fresh one hooked up right here, and so far we've already landed one fish. It was a nice sized yellowfin. Let's see what this one is. It got color just coming up right now. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be fishing offshore like this, looking for yellowfin, looking for bluefin, maybe even albacore too. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. Welcome to Sport Fishing with Dan Hernandez.
Underneath is good here. Right off the stairs. All right.
This is Dennis. He's one of our regulars. Just a beautiful bluefin he just caught. Just got hooked right here perfectly in the corner of the jaw. Just a nice fish. Thanks for standing.
Thanks, man.
Quality fish. Just fishing out here aboard the Dolphin II today. This is typical fishing the Dolphin II. We get a variety of fish, and today it's all bluefin. We're going to take a little break from the action right now and go to the tackle box and give you a good lick at the tackle we're using to catch quality fish like this. This week in the tackle box, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about offshore fishing with live bait. When I say offshore, we're mainly talking about tuna, but it could be dorado, yellowtail, doesn't really matter. Any of that kind of school-sized fish. So when you're fishing out there, there's basically two hook styles that we use. It's a J hook and a circle hook. And just to show you what they look like, this is a circle hook, this is a J hook, and the way you fish these is totally different. The circle hook, what you want to do is you cast it out, you let the fish run with the bait. It's going to run for a few seconds, 3-4 seconds. You put the reel in gear, you point the rod at the fish, and you start winding. The way circle hook works is the fish will take your bait, eat it, and digest it a little bit, and he's not hooked. He doesn't get hooked until he turns and goes away from you. And when he does that, the hook's going to get him right in the corner of the jaw. It's a great way to fish if you're new to fishing, or if you have people fishing with you that don't have a lot of experience. A circle hook is great because they don't have to think about when to set the hook. They put it in gear and the fish will hook themselves for you. It makes it nice and easy. Now with a J hook, it's totally different. J hook, you have to let the fish run with the bait. You go ahead and count to 3 or 4, put the reel in gear, and then you have to pull really hard because you got to drive this hook out of the bait and into the fish. So that's why I said if you're new to the sport, or you have people who are new to the sport, go ahead and use a circle hook because it takes all the thinking out of it for you. Now if you're not sure what hooks you need, I have my hook kits, and they're by Eagle Claw hooks, and there's 3 different hook kits. We have an inshore, offshore, and a surf fishing kit. The offshore kit is the one that you would want. It's got all the hooks you would need, different colors that I like. Even has a DVD that shows how to tie knots and how to rig up for that type of fishing. And the other thing I'll tell you is that when you're fishing live bait, offshore, tuna fishing, start off with heavy line. I always fish with 40-pound tests on that first bite because when you first slide up on those fish, they hit the boat with reckless abandon and they really charge the boat hard and they're not line shy. Use that heavier line. After you've been on the school for a little bit and you caught a fish or two, then you want to drop down to a 25-pound test, and if they get really picky, maybe 20-pound test. But don't start off with 20 or 25, start off with the 40. You want to fish heavier line, that first stop. When I say the first stop, I don't mean just like the first stop of the day. I mean, let's say you get some fish in the gray, and you go a couple hours, and then you finally get another bite. As every time you get into that next bite, start off with the 40, start off with the heavy line. And that's, how I do it. Really simple techniques, really easy to do. Don't be afraid of using the heavier line. The fish aren't line shy when you're out there fishing 50, 60, 100 miles offshore fishing these tuna. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Oh, boil!
You're on too. Why?
I'm on you, Dan.
Yeah, you're on too.
You gotta go over. Now. All the way.
Skipper just made another move, and it's wide open. We got 6 fish going. Fish are everywhere, all around the boat. I can't tell you if it's bluefin or yellowfin. Nice sized fish. You got lots of fish. Look at all the fish hooked up right now.
Right now, she's got probably a bluefin on. She's got a line wrapped around her right now, but right now she's got a bluefin on a deep soaked sardine out about 100 feet away from the boat. Fish are coming up, crashing around the boat right now. Trying to hook a few fish. Let me get this.
Hat on. Come down.
But fish are up around. Just got a long soak on the baits right now. She got one hooked. See if we can get it in. Got it straight up and down right now, so she's doing good on it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, another boil. I'm starting to wake up here.
Go down the reel. Go down the reel.
Oh, right there.
All right.
bluefin. I got a line on me.
That line, don't pull on that line, guys.
Deep color. Now the fish is straight up and down, and this is where you just lift up slowly, wind down, just get his head coming up. Deep color bluefin. There we go. Flat for the dish in. Right there, Paul. All right, beautiful guy. Woo! Beautiful bluefin, first one of the year for me. Beautiful fish, a little bloody because of the way he's gaffed right there, but that's a good spot. All that meat will be delicious. Cook them up. All right, we're gonna take a little break from the action, and when we return, we're gonna be at the galley showing you how to cook up a delicious bluefin tuna like this. Today in the galley, we're gonna do something a little bit different. What we're gonna be doing is taking a piece of tuna that I smoked earlier using my Bradley smoker, the whole Bradley smoker system, and we're gonna use this smoked fish. Now, you can just eat this fish like it is right now, and it's delicious. This bluefin tuna that was put in the smoker. And you could do that too. That could be part of the appetizers. This dish I'm gonna do today is an appetizer dish from my cookbook, and it's a great dish, easy to do. And like I said, you could just use part of it with this. You can just serve this as one of your dishes. And then this dip that we're gonna do right now, you can do that too. So what I did is I cut out a little chunk of that, a couple of pounds, and I have it all broken down. And I just broke it up in little tiny pieces here. It's all smoked tuna. It's just, you know, it's all smoked, it's kind of cooked, so it's all ready to go. That is good. And all we're gonna do now is add these other ingredients to make a nice little dip out of it. So first thing I want to do is add some mayonnaise to this. So I'm going to add a little bit of mayonnaise. Actually more than a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend that in a little bit. Mix it all up nice. And that's also going to help break down the fish a little bit. Now that we got this going, we'll start adding our ingredients. I'm going to take some garlic, put that all in there. Add a little bit of cilantro. And in the recipe I put parsley, but I'm going to make this a little Latin version of it. Blend that in a little bit more. Now we're going to take the onions. You can use white or red. I really like the red onions. It adds a little bit more flavor. Get all that in there. And some celery to add some color. I'm going to take some Grey Poupon. And add a little bit to it. And we're going to add a little bit more liquid, putting some Worcestershire sauce. And that's basically it. And all you're going to do is just kind of mix this up some more. And the other thing I've done with this dish in the past is add some cheese to bread and make a tuna melt. It comes out really, really good. You know, if you got kids that like tuna fish sandwiches, this will work out good too. It's just another way to use that smoked fish. At this point, we're all good to go. At this point, what I would do is, if I was making this for a presentation for at home, for an event like later today or tomorrow, I'd put this in the refrigerator. It'd be great to let it sit for about an hour, and then it'd be ready to go, be ready to serve. And as it's sitting in the refrigerator, it's going to break it down a little bit more with all that mayonnaise and the other liquids in there. And that's it. It's a nice little dish, easy to do. And we started out with this smoked tuna, and we ended up with this nice little mixed tuna here. It works into a nice dip once you put it in the refrigerator. But this is good. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing. The Dolphin 2 is a large sport fisher that operates daily out of San Diego, California. She offers everything from half-day local kelp bed trips to multi-day offshore trips chasing tuna and dorado. She's equipped with a large bait tank to carry lots of live bait and a large bunk room too for all the anglers. Its fully equipped galley has plenty of room for all the anglers to sit down and enjoy their meals. The wheelhouse has everything you need for communications, navigation, and fish finding. Greg and his crew do a great job to ensure that every angler enjoys their trip while fishing aboard the Dolphin 2. For your next fishing charter, book a trip aboard the Dolphin 2 today. We just got hit on a trolling rod. We were just trolling looking for another spot of fish. This fish came up and hit it. So it's coming pretty easily so far. Heavy gear like this. Let's see what it is.
It's in your face.
Big Albie? Oh yeah.
Nice out.
Alright. Woo! Alright. Here's a nice albacore.
Oh,
Just got that on the troll. And this is how one of the ways that we find the fish. Our skipper Greg's up there using the fish finder and the meters to find them. As he circled it, this albacore came up and ate this little trolling feather. All right, let's see how everybody else is doing here.
Oh yeah! Woo-hoo! That's what we're here for! Yeah! Woohoo! Albacore!
Yeah! 3 different tunas. All right.
Big albacore. Down. All the way down. Reel. There you go. Tip all the way out.
here we go. That's great. Fighting fish is what we come for. All right. Excellent fishing. Take it to camera time. Yo!
This line is screaming off the reel. This is the way you go tuna fishing. Ooh, nice yellowfin. Nice size yellowfin. All right. It's a beautiful fish right here. It's a big yellowfin tuna. It's a bluefin or yellowfin? Yeah, yellowfin. Nice yellowfin. Got that in that live sardine. Big, beautiful fish. This is our deckhand Paul. Stuck that one for me. Nice fish there, man. Beautiful head gap. All right, we're gonna take a little break from the action, and when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. That's what I'm doing. Woo! For this week's tip of the week, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what happened today in the Dolphin 2. Now, we got a big variety of fish today: yellowfin tuna, albacore, bluefin tuna, and we caught all those fish using live bait. And the hot tip for today is when you're getting a bite like this, when it's all live bait fishing, you got to spend a little bit of time at the bait tank and at the bait well to pick out a good lively bait. That means your sardine can't have a red nose, can't be missing scales, has to be a fast swimmer inside the bait well. And if you grab a bait like that, a good lively bait, you have a greater chance of catching fish. Now all the people today that caught more than 2 fish, they spent some time at the bait tanks, at the bait well, and grabbed a good lively bait. That's this week's tip of the week. Make sure you have a good bait in the water whenever you're fishing live bait, and you'll be more successful. Well, I want to thank our skipper Greg aboard the Dolphin 2, the owner-operator of this boat, and the whole crew. All the guys did a great job today. We had a fun day fishing aboard the Dolphin 2 today. It was just awesome fishing, beautiful flat water, great tuna fishing. It doesn't get any better than this. Well, I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.